Dear student, today we learn about sine rule. So here this is a triangle ABC. So capital A, capital B and capital C are the angles of the triangle, and A, B, C are the sides of the triangle. So sine rule formula is A divided by sine of A is equal to B divided by sine of B is equal to C divided by sine of C. If we equate first and second equation, then we get A into sine of B is equal to B into sine of A. After equating second and third equations, we get B into sine of C equal to C into sine of B. And now equating the first and last equation, so we get A into sine of C is equal to C into sine of A. Let equation first, equation second, equation third. So we solve example based on the sine rule. So sine rule particularly is used for you have to find the values of angles or side of the triangle. So here first example is given in triangle ABC. If A equal to 30 degree, B equal to 60 degree, then find the ratio of each sides. So we have to find the ratio of each side. Here given A angle is given, B angle is given. We know that addition of all angles of triangles, that is angle A, B plus C equal to 180 degree. So from that we know the angle A and B is given, therefore so 30 degree plus 60 plus C is equal to 180. Therefore we find out the value of C is 90 degree, that is 60 plus 30 90 and goes to right hand side, so 180 minus 90 becomes 90. So we know that by using the sine rule, A upon sine of A, B upon sine of B is equal to C upon sine of C. So we put the values A on dividing sine of 30 degree, B on dividing sine of 60 degree, C on dividing sine of 90 degree. So we know that A on dividing sine 30 degree is 1 by 2, B divide sine 60 degree root 3 by 2, and C divide sine 90 degree is 1. So we can find out the ratio of sides of triangle, so is equal to 1 by 2 ratio 3 by 2 1. So we can multiply it by 2, so we get 1 root 3 and 2. So this is the ratios of sides of triangles. Very simple. Now we take next example. So here next example is given in triangle ABC. Prove that A into bracket sine B minus sine C bracket complete plus B into bracket sine C minus sine A bracket complete plus C into bracket sine A minus sine B bracket complete equal to 0. So LHS. So we take the LHS and simultaneously multiply by A to this bracket, B to this bracket and C to this bracket. So we get after multiplication, so we get A sine of B minus A sine of C. Next after multiply by B, so we get B sine of C minus B sine of A. Then multiplying C to this bracket, so we get C sine of A minus C sine of B. So is equal to A sine of B, and we take this minus B sine of A. Then next B sine of C, and take minus C sine of B plus C sine of A, and take minus A sine of C. So is equal to, we know that A sine B minus B sine A is equal to 0. Why? From the sine rule, A sine B is equal to B sine A, therefore it becomes 0. Then next B sine C equal to C sine of B. So here again value of this 0. Similarly the value of this bracket is 0. So is equal to, we get 0. That's mean is equal to RHS. So very simple and important example. Now we take last example. So in triangle ABC, prove that in bracket A minus B bracket complete multiply by C plus into bracket B minus C into sine A plus into bracket C minus A into sine B is equal to 0. So write down LHS. So we multiply the sine C to this bracket, sine A to this bracket, and sine B to this bracket. So we get A sine C minus B sine C plus next B sine A minus C sine A, next plus C sine B minus A sine B. So is equal to, so A sine of C minus C sine A plus B sine of A minus, take this A sine of plus C sine of B minus, take this B sine C. So B sine of C. So after equation, by the equation first, second and third, we can say that, so value of this bracket is 0, the value of this bracket is 0, and the value of this bracket is 0. The value of A sine C and C sine A are equal, therefore their subtraction is 0. B sine of A minus A sine of B, both the values are equal, therefore their subtraction value is 0. C sine B equal to B sine C, therefore both the values are equal, therefore the difference between them is 0. So is equal to 0. So is equal to RHS. So in such way that we can find the example based on the sine rule.